Hi there, I'm Mario Jr. And today I'm going to talk about the animated Super Mario Brothers television shows. We'll give my real thoughts on those shows. Yeah, I watched all of them during their original runs on television. First was the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, which had live action segments with Kevin Louis Albano as Mario and Dan Rose as Luigi and a bunch of celebrity guests. I think many of them were D-list stars at the time. A lot of them forgotten. But there were some memorable people still, like Cyndi Lauper and Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah, I feel like the live action segments were really funny. Like has them acting like idiots. It was really funny. I kind of like the '80s style, the cheesiness. Of course, there's the Super Mario Brothers segments, the animated ones. Can't remember about those. I thought those were great. I cannot remember if the Super Mario Bros. Super Show was my first exposure to Mario, or if the Super Mario Bros. Game was. But that's was my first exposure to all the characters who would appear in Super Mario Bros. 2, though. Or exposed to that show before Mario 2. Yeah. It's really seen Mouser as Bowser's assistant, and big parts for characters like Tri-Clyde and Fry Guy. And what they didn't really realize since they got on DVDs is that a lot of the episodes were parodies of movies. Were kind of cool, and it's kind of funny seeing a lot of stuff done differently than the games. Like the opening of Super Mario tells a Fireflower, it becomes Fire Mario instead of the invincibility. I think this one time Mario got a Fireflower was able to fly. In fact, in fact, I felt a little like the live action actors playing Mario and Luigi should be in the live action movie. Super Mario Super Souls, it was a Zelda segment, so I don't really remember often. When I was a kid, I felt like every episode had a animated Mario segment and an animated Legend of Zelda segment. Those mean that only the Fry episodes have it was of Zelda, so I was kind of confused then. They got them on DVD. I saw that the episodes before the Friday one had previews or sneak peeks for the Zelda segments. This trying to make me remember for the Friday shows, did they have something for Mario? Like apparently the Friday ones were just Zelda, but did they have a preview or anything for the upcoming Mario weeks? And then for the second season of Super Mario Bros. Super Show, they renamed it Club Mario and had the live action segments take place in some basement or something with some cool people, and it had barely anything to do with Mario, and we used the segments from the previous season. We were thinking that the change was cool back then, but now I kind of know better. It's been a long time since I watched any of the Club Mario segments. I know that a lot of people hate them. But they actually destroy those tapes or tape over them. Like, I know people might have hated them, but so they really destroy the master tapes or whatever. It's kind of sad, even if they are bad. But then there's the new Super Mario Bros. 3. Or was it the new Adventures Super Mario Bros. 3 or Adventures Wars? I can't remember the exact title, but yeah, that was a good one. It's kind of interesting. It's a little disappointing how many of the newer power-ups were not even used on the series. It's kind of confused already with the hammer brushes won't use. I remember them being used, but then I think Mario and Luigi were just dressed as hammer brothers, so using the hammer brush suits. It's kind of confusing. It's kind of interesting how none of the characters use Kurobo's suit, but Bowser uses the suit in one episode. It was one interesting episode that I looked at. It like where Bowser decides to give up his kingdom and apologize to the princess, so Singing to take over, only for it to be a trick. It was kind of predictable. I thought it was kind of freaky, and I think it was the first episode at the end when the Central Liberty is talking. It's kind of freaky. It's kind of funny. Like the 12 episode that features Vanilla and whether on the DVD when they're singing, like cuts out their singing, so you just hear music. In a way, it's kind of funny. It's like music's playing, and there's mouthing out words that we don't hear. So like you could say the crowd's just cheering, so probably we can't hear them, but it's also really kind of funny considering Vanilla ended up being people lip syncing to singers. It made it kind of funny. Then there's the Super Mario World Series. Like, the full time was coming to the end of the new Super Mario World. Remember when it was on the air, I would watch it. I'd watch the whole thing, but I wouldn't really pay attention to the kept in end segments. In fact, I remember at one point I thought it would be a great idea to do a movie about a guy getting started in a video game and meeting video game characters. And eventually I realized I was subconsciously remembering the Kevin and N segments. And it was kind of strange because I think Mario is more popular than Kevin and N, and Kevin and N has his own half-hour series, but now he's here at half of a half hour with Super Mario World. It's kind of wonder about that. It's like, I wonder if you got less screen time or airtime back then. Well, but then again, like I was promoting a new video game. I wonder if they. Can't make wonder if they had trouble developing it, so they decided to it lets Mario swords and combine it with Kevin and N, so when he had to rust things. I remember I watched the show. I think it was after I was playing the Super Mario World video game. I noticed in the game that they usually didn't appear in the ghost castles or in the dungeons. But then on the show, there's one episode where it usually scary ghosts. I thought, oh, that explains it. But it doesn't explain why it's not in the dungeons. I guess they didn't miss the Mario Luigi episodes. That's a meme. Like, that's kind of great. One that wasn't that often. Some of the episodes I feel like I've watched the most often include the Ghost or Us episode and the Christmas episode. It's like those seem to be the most frequent ones I've seen. Those are the one where they eat eggs and carries arms turn into wings. I think the Upitar Carol is kind of cool. I don't know if people are annoyed by him. Now, of all the Mario shows, I feel like the Super Mario World theme song is the most annoying. Like, the other two theme songs were great, but Super Mario World, like, has an annoying theme. I often wonder why Kevin and N got top billing in there, since Super Mario World is always the first segment to appear in them, and Kevin and N appears last. And the last few half-hour episodes only had two Super Mario World segments. They had no Kevin and N. In fact, they even cut the Kevin and N for the opening, I think. Like, what was that? So yeah, those are my real thoughts on the Super Mario series. All great. So Super Mario Bros. Super Show is great for its nostalgic value. The others all good, but it's not as nostalgic feeling. The Super Mario it brought us quite a bit of charm.